Have you ever thought that your significant other was treating you good? Then you find out that they are poisoning you. Today, we go over Judy Buenoano.
Ladies and gentlemen of all ages, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Angry Meat Production. We appreciate you coming in and letting us be a part of your lives week in and week out. We hope to do our best to present you with something that your eardrums delight in. Whether you're looking at us on YouTube or Rumble, or listening to us on Spotify, Google, or Anchor, or any of the other podcast services that we are currently on or trying to get on. We thank you. And if you don't mind, at the end of every episode, stop by, leave us a comment, leave us a like. If it asks for 5 stars, we'll take 5 stars, even if you don't like us. 5 stars are what it's all about. With that being said, we hope you enjoy our attempt to make our advocation our vocation. Ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin.
Welcome, Angry Faithful. Today, yes, we're going over Judy Buenoano. Basically a Black Widow. That's what her MO was. Black Widow. This is kind of a strange one. I was looking over one of the host's wife was telling me about a woman serial killer, which there are many. I haven't done that many of them, but let's begin. Jody Buenoano was born Julius Wells in Quanah, Texas on April 4th, 1943. She was the third of 4 siblings. Her mother died when she was 4, and she was sent along with her younger brother, Robert, to live with her grandparents. After her father remarried, they moved and lived in Roswell, New Mexico. Buenoano was reportedly abused by her father and stepmother, who starved her and forced her to work as a slave. When she was 14, she spent 2 months in prison for attacking her father and stepmother and 2 stepbrothers. Upon being released, she chose to attend reform school, where she graduated in 1960. She subsequently became a nursing assistant. She gave birth to Michael, an illegitimate son, the following year. Now, this is strange. I mean, we've gone over a lot of nurses from Texas. I don't know what it is with nurses from Texas. I even talked to Andrea about it, and she from Failure Stop podcast. I guess they changed their name to True Crime, so not Night Shift. But yeah, I don't know what it is with the nurses and nurses from Texas. They're like one step away from being a serial killer. It's really strange. But Buenoano's first husband was James Goodyear, born December 7th, 1933, a sergeant in the U.S. Air Force. He died on September 16th, 1971 in Orlando, Florida. His death was initially believed as natural causes due to natural causes. Sorry. 2 years later, she moved in with Bobby Joe Morris, born 1939, a resident of Trinidad, Colorado, who died by poisoning in 1978 in January. Later that year, she legally changed her name to Buenoano, corrupted Spanish for Goodyear. I wonder, is that? I'm curious. We're gonna look that up. We don't have my Spanish speaking host. No pronunciation meaning. There we go. Yeah, it's what's corrupted Spanish? Yeah, we're learning stuff today. I guess it's um I'm curious. What does corrupted Spanish mean? Being corrupted. If someone is or something is corrupted, they're broken more. Anyways, I guess it's just broken English or broken Spanish. Uh, in 1979, Bernano's son Michael, March 30th, 1961 to May 13th, 1980, became severely ill with symptoms including uh, parpa- propaganda. Stephen Hawking, can you help us out from the grave?
Paraplegia.
Paraplegia. On May 13th, 1980, Barnona took Michael out in a canoe. The canoe rolled, and Michael, weighed down by his arms and leg braces, drowned. Wow, she killed the son. Following his death, Barnano opened a beauty salon. In 1983, Barnano was in a relationship with John Gittry. Is it Gittry? We learn words.
Gentry.
Gentry. Fucked that up apparently. Gentry was severely injured when his car exploded in Pensacola, Florida. While he was recovering from his injuries, police began to find several discrepancies in Brown's background. Further investigation revealed that in November 1982, she had begun telling her friends that John was suffering from terminal illness. Vitamin pills, which Bonanno had been giving Gentry. Is it God? Words are horrible for me sometimes.
Gentry.
Gentry contained arsenic and pelofamil. We'll just have Stephen Hawking say this big word.
Paraformaldehyde.
Pelofamaldehyd. Exhumation of Michael Goodyear, James Goodyear, and Bobby Joe Morris showed that all have been given arsenic. James Goodyear and Joe Morris were both significantly died from arsenic poisoning. Bonanno received a substantial life insurance payouts after their death. In 1984, Bonanno was convicted for the murder of Michael and attempted murder of Gentry. In 1985, she was convicted of the murder of James Goodyear. She received a 20-year sentence for Gentry's case, a life sentence for Michael Bonanno's case, and a death sentence from James Goodyear's case. She was convicted in multiple counts of grand theft or insurance fraud, and thought to have been committed multiple acts of arson, again for purposes of insurance fraud. She was indicted in Florida Department of Corrections, Bowen Correctional Institute, death row for women on March 30th, 1998. Bernano was executed by the electric chair in Florida State. Her last meal consisted of broccoli, asparagus, strawberries, and hot tea. When asked if she had any last moments, Bernano said, "No, sir." Bernano's body was cremated after the execution. Now, yes, this is kind of a short episode, but we're gonna go a little bit deeper on this. Which is kind of strange for me. Is she's also known as a Black Widow. Black widows are known women that kill their significant other. Now, that I'm trying to figure out. I mean, she must have had like syringes because she was a nurse to push in the arsenic inside the pills. So, because she was giving them vitamin pills, they thought they were vitamin pills. I looked at it a little bit deeper. They actually thought they were getting vitamin pills, and she was basically poisoning them to death. I wonder how. And she probably got a lot of money from the insurance. Let me see here. amount she got for in no, no, it doesn't say. Oh, $500,000, I think. Her husband, blah, blah, blah. Case, okay. Oh, 20,000's for Michael's military life insurance. Uh, yeah. Yeah, after Michael's death, Buenoano opened a beauty salon in Gulf Breeze and began dating John Gentry. She persuaded him to take out a life insurance policy on each other. Later, increased the size of the policy of $500,000. Later, a month later, Gentry caught a cold, and Buenoano began to give him vitamin C capsules to treat it. Because he was experiencing extreme nausea and vomiting, Gentry checked into the hospital. Gentry recovered and released, only to return to the hospital when his car exploded. So I can't feel that she revealed wire and tape in her bedroom that matched the remains of the bomb. Oh, she was the one that did the car bomb. Okay. Yeah, I like to deep dive a little bit more on some of these things if I can, especially the short ones. But we're finding stuff out together. That's what I like about this is the finding out stuff together. She is not a freaking attractive woman. Yeah. I actually have a museum. Oh, crime museum. Okay. Crimemuseum.org. And I guess she was. Oh, she collected $240,000 for an insurance, not 500. Okay, okay. The 500,000 was for both of them, but she did also get like 20, so 26,000 of the life insurance. I guess that's about it, guys. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for listening. Next week, I'm gonna have hopefully BC and Andrea. Andrea from Failure Stop Podcast and also BC from Disruptor Podcast. Great people. Can't wait. See you next week.